James Houston just continues to just get better. Former 6th-round pick, a guy that last year, lightning in a bottle, but still has a ton of upside. The way he can torque his body and do different things as a defensive end is ridiculous, especially at his size. So I want to bring up the conversation about James Houston. Any chance this man can lead the Lions in sacks? And I know, I know how you feel, Sam Flannel, about Aiden Hutchinson, and I agree with you. But James Houston, I guess his projection is the most interesting conversation because I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know what to expect out of James Houston. If you go off last year's projections, he should get double-digit sacks, depending on how he played. He got a sack a game, and he didn't play the entire season. So think about that for a second. Now, 17 games, he's being used more on rundowns. That's something that they've been using him more in the preseason for, and he's been all right. They're just overall trying to be more of a complete defensive end. But what are your confidence that a guy like James Houston, if not can lead the Lions in sacks, let's just take that hypothetical out, get double-digit sacks this season?
Well, here's the thing about James Houston, because we talk about the season that he had last year. In so many ways, it was transcendent in more ways than you even think, because I looked this up right before the show, and this is a fascinating stat. James Houston last year had 1 sack per 11.5 pass rush snaps. Nick Bosa, 1 sack per 27.5 pass rush snaps. And Nick Bosa is basically the consensus best defensive player in the league, won Defensive Player of the Year last year, led the NFL in sacks. And James Houston basically more than doubled the clip in terms of frequency of getting a sack per pass rush snaps. So that is absolutely it's mind-bogglingly phenomenal. And here's the question that I have to kind of ask, and I'm sort of thinking out loud, and I want you guys obviously to respond at some point. What if James Houston is actually great? What if James Houston is actually a future Pro Bowler, future All-Pro? What if James Houston... I know, JB, you obviously like that because you projected him. I think your projections from him are higher than anybody's. What if James Houston is a guy that can eventually compete for a Defensive Player of the Year award? What if the Detroit Lions have the best bookend edge rusher duo maybe in the next couple of years? What if they ascend to that eventually? What if...